Imagine stumbling upon a scandal so explosive it threatens to shatter the fun and camaraderie of a beloved game. Pokémon Go isn't just about catching 'em all anymore, it's now embroiled in accusations that could reveal a dark underbelly of insider favoritism and cheating. But here's where it gets controversial. What if the very creators of the game are secretly tipping the scales for profit? Dive deeper, and you'll find a whirlwind of drama engulfing the Pokémon Go community right now, with fingers pointing squarely at Niantic for allegedly aiding a network of resellers who peddle ultra-rare monsters for cold, hard cash. Fans who dared to shine a light on this shadowy practice claim they've faced relentless harassment and even doxing, where personal information is exposed online, as retaliation. It's a tale that blends excitement, betrayal, and ethical quandaries, and it's one that begs the question: how far will the pursuit of virtual treasures push people? This saga kicked off with a Reddit post on the casual Pokémon trades subreddit by a user known as Glitchkeeper. In it, they detailed a string of supposedly fake rare Pokémon being hawked through community groups. For beginners who might not be fully immersed in the Pokémon universe, these aren't just cute digital creatures, they're virtual pets players catch using their phones in augmented reality. But these particular monsters stood out because their details didn't add up with what's achievable in the standard game. For example, some appeared to be captured in Pokeballs that the game logically shouldn't allow for those species, hinting at illicit methods like hacking or using spoof apps, which are tools that fake your location to cheat the game's GPS-based mechanics, letting you catch Pokémon from anywhere in the world without moving. And this is the part most people miss. While buying and selling in-game items for real money isn't entirely unheard of in gaming, think of the broader market for virtual goods in titles like Fortnite or World of Warcraft. These allegations go beyond simple hacks. The screenshots shared in the post suggested these rare finds weren't just the result of clever cheating but involved insider help. Specifically, the alleged sellers mentioned a friend on the Pokémon Go development team who could add research tasks, special in-game missions that reward rare Pokémon and bypass the usual grinding, like hours of walking or battling, to their accounts. This insider access could turn the game into an uneven playing field, where only those with connections get the good stuff. Of course, this could all boil down to tall tales, much like someone bragging about their uncle who works at Nintendo to impress friends. It's plausible that the sellers are just using spoofing apps to generate these monsters and inventing wild excuses to justify their wares. But the situation escalated dramatically when another Reddit user, Unironic_Onyx, shared the details on the Pokémon Home subreddit. That post was swiftly removed by moderators, sparking outrage. In private messages, both original posters allege they've been targeted by members of a Facebook group organizing these trades, facing harassment, attempts to dox them, revealing private info like addresses or phone numbers, and even coordinated efforts to downvote or report their accounts on Reddit, effectively silencing them. Kotaku has obtained screenshots of direct messages from that Facebook group coordinating sales, though the private community seems to be shutting its doors to new members for now. Yet, Unironic_Onyx and Glitchkeeper aren't alone in their claims. Other community members on subreddits like the Silph Road and Pokémon Home have reported similar stories of Pokémon Go players boasting about Niantic contacts who helped them snag rare Pokémon through private Discord servers or social media. Some even allege these insiders charged fees for their services, perhaps a way to recoup costs if you're peddling illegitimate goods to collectors. It's a murky world where the line between legitimate trading and outright fraud blurs, raising questions about game ethics and corporate responsibility. But let's not shy away from the controversy. Is this just harmless fun, or does it undermine the spirit of fair play that makes games like Pokémon Go so addictive? On one hand, some argue that buying virtual items is no different from collecting physical trading cards, it's just commerce in a digital age. Others counter that introducing insider help from developers erodes trust in the game, turning it into a pay-to-win nightmare for casual players. And what about the harassment? Does exposing potential wrongdoing justify the vicious backlash, or does it highlight a toxic community willing to protect its shady dealings at all costs? We've contacted Niantic for their take on these allegations and will update this piece if they respond. In the meantime, what do you think? Is Niantic complicit in this cheating ring, or is this all just unfounded paranoia? Do you believe buying and selling Pokémon for real money should be banned entirely, or is it a personal choice? Share your thoughts in the comments. Do you agree, disagree, Or have your own experiences to add to the debate? Let's keep the conversation going.